bite work does not consist of swinging a rag for a few months and then moving to a bite sleeve or a bite suit, and that's bite work. It's way more complex than that. Hi, I'm Charles, and you're watching Our Protection Dogs, a channel devoted to the raising, development and training of a protection dog. The following video that you're going to be watching is of Billy Bones and week 3 and 4 of his bite work. So I hope you've been keeping up with the obedience videos that we've been putting out there, the sit, the down, the stand. Now at the same time we were also busy with his bite work, and this video is going to show you what we were doing with him. Things that I would like you to note in this video is how we have progressed from the flirt pole to the little yellow puppy bite sleeve to a target area of the leg on a puppy leg sleeve. You'll also notice that in the video that we have started off and then we've increased certain things, like for instance increasing the pressures or the disturbances of outside equipment, like for instance can curtains, hula hoops with streamers, mechanical stuff like for instance the leaf blower. We have changed places that we've worked. We've also changed decoys that was working, or helpers, different helpers that was working with Billy Bones. These are all vital things for the development and the training of a puppy. So you'll also notice what we started with the flirt pole. We were building, letting him run, chase, catch, kill, which prey drive consists of. We did exactly that with the pillow as well, and we did exactly the same with the little bite pillow on the leg. So we prepared him for what's going to happen next, but we kept the game the same. And as we start with something new like the pillow, we also started with no distractions or anything like that, like the can curtain and stuff like that. We didn't have that in. We progressed. Things that I'd like you to notice is while he's doing his bite work is the puffing up at the base of the tail. Also certain times there's a little bit of pulling. So afterwards what we will be doing is going in a little bit more depth of why he's doing, or why he did what he was doing, the puffing up of the tail and the little bit of pulling. So ideally we want the dog to push in forward, counter and push forward, take the fight to the decoy or to the helper. Then also we're showing him target areas. So we train our dogs to target. Now I'm going to most probably repeat this a couple of times in the bite work sessions and through these videos, is all predators target. They target vital areas that make it easier for them to subdue or to put the animal that it's hunting into a position where it can win. So it's natural for them to target. If you're still one of the guys out there that believe that targeting is not important, I need you to waken up that critical thinking side of your brain and do more research about targeting. And a word that's out there is choice paralysis. We as humans have choice paralysis, walking down the shopping center not knowing which one to take or clothing item to pick. Dogs have even more so. Need to go and do some more research. I challenge you to go and do more research about targeting, and you will be quite surprised to see how targeting benefits your bite work in a dog. So before I carry on, remember to subscribe and like this video, and also hit that icon bell so that every new video that comes up that you can be reminded thereof. And if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and also have a look. We've got our website over there. If you need personal information or you want to book a Zoom session with us, please do so. All the information is at the area below. Right, so here we have January working with Billy and the little puppy bite sleeve. You can see we've got a leash on the puppy bite sleeve, and that is for swinging it around so we can activate the prey drive in the dog. Here he's demonstrating how he does it. As you can see, the puppy is really engaged in it, and bam, goes and gives him a bite. And now you can see Billy is pushing forward, tail's wagging nicely. He's enjoying that. Here doing a bit of a drag, and ascend. Here again a little drag, and gradually bringing in a piece of a clatter stick over there. Here I'm kicking the sleeve around on the floor to activate the prey drive. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come from left to right to predictable, and the puppy is pushing forward. You'll notice at the base of the tail the hair gets a little bit puffy. He's always looking at the camera, this little guy. Not camera shy, is he? Calming him down in the bite, encouraging him to hold on to it. And another little presentation, and then pulling it away. Frustration. Bam, the strike. Touching him all over, desensitizing him to be touched and to be picked up. Don't want the pup to let go of the sleeve while he's being picked up or touched. Here I'm coming in with a whip. I'm approaching him from a distance, constantly watching his behavior. As you can see, he wants to come there and bite me, or bite the pillow, which I keep on kicking as a prey item. And the whip, cracking of the whip. But you can see it doesn't faze him. And a quick reward bite for what he did. Here we're introducing the puppy leg bite sleeve. And I'm also working on him on slippery surfaces. There we go, got it. Look at the base of the tail, that little black, how it gets puffed up. This is the first time we introduced him to it. It's a new exercise, so there's more stress on the pup. But still he's pushing forward. Nice and full bite. And bam, he gets it. Always needs to be fun for the dogs, needs to be fun for them. Yeah, we're going to do a drag and ascend. Too close for comfort. A few inches up and it would have been my leg. He's doing it really well. Up comes the little feet. Yeah, I'm battling to take the sleeve off, and watch what Marley does. This can encourage the pushing, so she comes in, encourage the pulling, but she comes in and quickly saves the day by massaging the dog into the sleeve while I'm trying to get it off. New decoy this time. You can see Billy Bones is quite chuffed with where he is over there. Calm, bite, holding on. See, again, he makes it predictable. He comes from the same side every time, so the dog knows what's going to happen. Bam, he gets it. It's difficult for them to twist their, well, not difficult for them, but they have to learn to twist their heads for the leg bite. And there JP was helping by putting his leg at an angle. And obviously he reacts. Look at his mouth. You can see he reacts every time the little puppy bites in. JP will react with a squeal or something like that as he's getting hurt. And in the puppy's ears, or in the predator's ears and mind, this is a good sound. This means that whatever he's doing right by subduing his prey. Different day, another decoy, same place, same exercise. You can see Billy is quite confident with what he's doing now, pushing forward. While encouraging with those front legs to grab on and hold on. And again, as you can see, the decoy Marlowe is touching the dog all over, picking him up. That's very important to desensitize the dog to all those kind of touches. Right, here's an interesting one. So we're going to leaf blower on. We've got two distractions, and if you look at the base of the tail, see how puffy that is. Alright, so that to me is an indication that there's a lot of stress over here by the environmentals I'm using, and you can also see he's starting to pull. So what we need to do here is lessen the environmental stresses for him, and as we do that we can see he's calming down more and start pushing. You'll see the same with January over here with the clatter stick. He gets the bite, and then the clattering, you can see he starts pulling in the base of the tail there, the puffing up of the hair. As you can see now, he lessens the sound with the clatter stick. It's not so violent anymore, and you can see that the puppy is calming down as well, starting to push now with some help of Marley. That missed was a leg, but it didn't happen. And going down to ground, obviously, as you can see, the pup immediately changes. It's like he's winning. He's winning. January has been with us now for a while, and he does really, really well as a helper. He learns to read the dogs really well, and he gets a lot of reaction out of the dogs. He always makes them feel like they're winners, and that's very, very important. Dog must always leave the field a champion after bite work, especially your puppies and your young dogs. Well done, Billy Bones. Shout out to War Dog Tactical for dressing Billy Bones with that lovely Julius Canine harness, and also the leash and his War Dog collar. Now you can see already how more confident Billy is going in. Still the tail is a bit puffy, but he's not pulling so excessively, pushing forward, getting way more comfortable working through all that pressure. Nice full bite. You can see he loves what he's doing. Okay, he drives forward with those little back legs. Here we have him running through the tunnel now and getting a bite on the other side of the tunnel. Very tall, big decoy, Neil. I think he's about 6'4" if I'm not mistaken. But here we go, we can see there's a little bit uncomfortable pulling. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that. One thing, let's go back to that little bit of pulling and the puffing up of the tail. That is an indication to me that we are busy touching that threshold of too much pressure. We want to stay just below that threshold. We don't want to go over that threshold and push a dog into avoidance, or maybe that he leaves a sleeve. That's bad training. So that to me is indications that we need to lower the intensity of the environmental stresses, or what the stresses that the decoy is putting on the pup. For instance, Neil, who I think is about 6'4", is a huge decoy, him coming over the pup, things like that. And these are things that you'll see as soon as Billy starts getting more comfortable with what he's doing. The little feet comes over to on the leg, the feet goes over the equipment, the bite is there, he calms down, the little tail is up in the air and it's wagging, and there's no putting an idea to get out of the situation that he's in. That's very important. You would like to have that dog as comfortable as possible. Another thing and a word that I want to put out there that needs to be in your training is predictability. Predictability. We need to make it so predictable for the dog that he thinks that he knows what's going to happen next. Now, you know just as well as I know, if we know what's going to happen next, how wonderful our lives will be. You need to make the bite work predictable for the dog. This builds confidence. This puts the dog in charge of every biting session that he is. At a later stage, this stuff can change and we can put more pressure. But then at that stage, that you've got a dog that knows exactly what to do in a lot of different contexts and circumstances, that it knows how to deal with it. But in the beginning, predictability. We want to come from left to right every time. Yes, we're not going to give it to the dog every second or third miss. We're going to make the misses a little bit different so he doesn't know what's happening there, but it's predictable every time. That missing of the sleeve creates a little bit of frustration and even wants it more. We did that with the flirt pole, we did that with the yellow biting cushion, and we also did that with the leg puppy leg biting sleeve. Sorry about my, I'm a dog trainer, not one of the cleverest ones out there either, as you can hear by my speech and everything. So getting back to what we are doing over here, so that's what we did, and we started showing Billy target areas. Now our primary target areas is the bicep and the leg. From the back, the tricep and the back of the leg. So we give him 2 options from the front and 2 options from the back. So there's not a lot of things that can go wrong. Yeah, he's either hitting there or he's coming to the back. Not a lot of choices that he has to make when he's coming at the decoy or whoever it is. So those are the things that I would hope that you have noticed in his body language. Also, you would have noticed that we've kept on changing the places, kept on changing things, and we kept it predictable. We didn't go out there with guns blazing the first time so we can scare him. That's not our option. We're trying to train the puppy. Things that I've noticed is in training that I've learned from somebody else is time, place, and exercise. Try not to change all 3 at once. Try and change 1 at a time. So keep the exercise the same and keep the time the same if you're going to change the place and any of thereof. If you're going to change the exercise, keep the time and place at least the same, because yet again the dog is familiar with that and it's predictable what is going to happen. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of Billy Bones' bite work, and want you to subscribe and hit the like button and also the little bell icon for the next video, which is going to deal over the primary area of bite work, targeting area, which is the bicep. And these, although we're not doing the targeting, please don't get me wrong, we're not doing the targeting yet. We are just only familiarizing the puppy with these areas where he's going to be biting at a later stage. Like we're doing with the decoys, like we're doing with all the environmentals around him, we are familiarizing the pup. So what we are doing is we're training for tomorrow and what's going to happen tomorrow or next week or next month. So please, if you need any information, check out our Zoom sessions, and any questions to be asked, ask them in the comment section below. Cheers.